All our games are against division opponents this year, every single one. So every game's a rivalry game. So you have to bring it every night. That's the expectation. And like Graham said in the first meeting, if guys can't do it, they have to get into that role, or we have to find guys who can. Like, that's just the unfortunate reality of it.
We got to pick up the intensity though. All right, I heard a bunch of guys saying like, hey, let's make sure we're talking, all right? So I don't know if it's an energy thing, a confidence thing. We need to pick up the energy. We need to start talking, all right? Because in a week and a half, we have a big game.
It is going to be a war, right? We battled and competed with each other all week, but that's nothing compared to what's going to happen next weekend. Okay, I'm trying to scare anyone, but like it's going to be a war out there. Okay.
Hey, hockey's the most personal thing in the world. This is fucking personal. They made it personal all fucking summer. Put one shift together at a time. Be fucking rowdy on the bench, and we came here to fucking pound these motherfuckers into their own eyes. Let's go, 20 minutes.
Hey, I think I've met most of you guys. If I haven't, I'm Matt. I'm the head coach. There's been a lot of changes this off season, right? I'd say we're in a much better spot than we were 6 months ago, and it's going to be awesome this season. I think this is going to be one of the best seasons yet, as far as like the organization's standpoint is. But that kind of leads me into this now. As far as our on-ice product, the way we play, the way we present ourselves, none of that's going to change at all, okay? You guys are expected to execute with consistency and perfection. I think over the last few years, when we talk about our execution, it's been pretty good, but I think there's been a little bit of lapses and a little bit of like compromise where we're like, it's okay if we're not executing at the highest of high levels, right? And I think we saw that kind of be a detriment to us at the end of last season. To me, there's two ways to improve, okay? I can either develop and continue to build into the role that the team needs, or we can look outside and bring in, right? And I promise you, the same group that we start with at the beginning of the year isn't going to be the same group that we end with at the end of the year, okay? So the onus comes to be on you, okay? So you have two options. You can either get it done or make excuses, right?
Our confidence is not from one good or one bad result. We don't derive confidence from results, we derive it from the work we put in. So we have to be more confident as individuals and as a team than everybody else in the league, and we're going to do that through work. That's the only way, all right?
11 days before our first game, right? And I promise you, it's going to be a war when we go into this game, okay? So we have basically 8 practice days to prepare ourselves and to get ready, okay? So this week is going to be extremely hard, it's going to be extremely physical, we're going to battle with each other, and we're going to see who wants to battle, because it's going to take that to be successful week 1, I promise you that.
Mic down, part 2.
How was that, boys? Good? Hey, we're getting there. We're gonna do a little conditioning now, all right? So a lot of times people think of conditioning as a punishment. It's not a punishment. We do it because we want to win, all right? So it was a good skate. We'll build on that. I think this afternoon will be a lot better. Let's finish strong. Battle, battle, battle! Keep competing here, okay? Let's go.
Get a little lower so he can actually have an opportunity to back check a little bit.
Great skate, boys. Great job, boys. Great job.
Great first skate. I love how we're skating twice a day, and a couple workouts mixed in throughout the week too. So, I know come game 1, we'll be ready.
It was good. It was a good start. I think the guys were really excited to be there. I thought there was good energy. I think we have a long way to go as a group, but we knew that. I thought the compete level was really good, so I was really encouraged by that.
It was a lot of fun finally getting back on the ice and then getting to meet everybody on the team, and then just like the last couple of days arriving here and checking out what Port Huron has to offer and sort of just learning the town and learning the way.
It's been an exciting summer, but there's nothing like being here with the boys and getting ready. We got really exciting matchup here in about a week and a half with Danbury. So I think everyone's focused and they know what's ahead of them.
Being on the right side of battles and the right side of pucks as well too. We talked about that yesterday in our meeting about the standard. those are things that we need to tighten up for sure. Anything offensively that we struggled with, or came to us easy, I guess.
You know, we pride ourselves here as playing as a unit and having each other's backs, and from day one when guys bring the intensity, it speaks volumes about, you know, our group and how we're going to carry it all the way through the year and into playoffs.
Just trying to develop my game and, you know, come into my first year pro as mature as I can be, and sort of, with that being said, like, seeing all these other guys and how they treat themselves and how they take care of their bodies and learning from them has been like a big help too, and just sort of getting to meet some new faces has also been awesome.
Hey, you're in great position. Just go stick on stick there.
Okay.
Stick on stick.
Don't try and like put it down. Like, okay.
You're right there. You're right there. You ran him out of time and space. It was really good. Go stick on stick. So if he tries to move it, you're gonna, deflect the pass.
Thank you.
When you're F3, you got to stay high because you're moving into coverage at that point. Here we go.
Nice shooting, kid.
I think we need to get a lot better short bursts, right? Stops and starts, short bursts. All right, we're a little bit behind right now, but we'll get there, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have everyone on the far wall, okay? And we're gonna start with to the dot, near dot, and back, all right? Near dot and back. We're gonna stop facing that end. We're gonna stop facing Zamdor, all right? Every time, make sure you get to the dot. If you don't hit the dot, that's okay, we'll just start over, all right? Here we go.
Good job, boys.
Yeah, it can be kind of confusing. You just got to distinguish, and like what we want is like no hesitation. You give and then you go. Yeah. Let's get pick it up a little bit. We got to pick up the intensity though. All right, I heard a bunch of guys saying like, hey, let's make sure we're talking. All right, so I don't know if it's an energy thing, a confidence thing. We need to pick up the energy. We need to start talking. All right, because in a week and a half we have a big game. No, the competitiveness was pretty good though. I thought most guys were digging in pretty hard. Not everyone, but most.
Hey, good first 2 days, boys. Hey, let's keep rolling here. Prowlers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Prowlers!
Fellas, what's going on? How you doing?
How's the night?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That place is sick.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like good food.
Dive bar?
No, it's just called the Dive, but it's like
it's by Warwater, right?
yeah. It's in that St. Clair Inn.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Just want to chat with you for a minute. Obviously, I think you bring a lot to the table. You're last year you were even a leader. I think you've even grown your role. You've become even more of a leader even since last year. You're very selfless. You're a team first guy. You embody everything that like it means to be a Prowler. And obviously, I think like the guys see you as that as well too. And I'd love to, make you assistant captain if you want to.
I'm honored, man. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you, fellas.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sure. I wanted you guys to know this morning, but I just want to let you know first. I don't want to go out there and shock you, and then you're like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
But obviously you've earned it, man. I think you're a leader, every day, and I think the guys look up to you and they follow you. So just continue to lead.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
Congrats, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Congrats, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thank you, fellas.
Yeah.
Let's go today.
Out of here.
Just talking with Paulie and Johnny over the summer and stuff. Wanted to, add to our leadership group. There's a guy that last year embodied everything it meant to be a Prowler. A very selfless person, very selfless guy. He's very team first, and I think that's emulated, especially through last year. Like we talked about this previously, but in the playoffs, he scratched him for a game, put Heinzel in, and he's just team first, ready to go. Just excited for the boys and all about doing whatever it takes to win. So I want to add a letter to Ben Brock.
Hey, fellas. I want to thank Graham, Paul, and Johnny for giving me the opportunity to be a Prowler a year ago, and ever since I stepped foot in this room, I felt like this is the place I'm meant to be. And, whether I've known you for a year now or I've known you for a few days, like, I truly consider you guys all brothers to me, and this is a huge honor for me, and I'm just excited to build this whole year and chase a Commissioner's Cup here. I know we have the group in here to do it, and let's keep getting at it. Your elbows right next to them on the right, and then skates here, shinnies on the right, helmet on the left, up top, pants on the left, shoulder pads on the right, and then obviously this week's kind of weird, so we're like, a lot of us are changing in here, but like normally, when no one's in the locker room or anything, like the stall runner, the seats are clean, so just make sure anything extra you have, get up here. Or underneath, yeah.
Like, we need to start right away like that. You know, we don't need Reggie calling someone out or me or Graham. Like, it's gotta be right away, everyone's going. All right, so today that's the expectation. All right, so we're gonna go over, same thing as yesterday, we're gonna go over more tactical things in the morning, but we're still gonna compete in the afternoon. So like Reg said, obviously we're a team, we're close, but we need to compete with each other. That's what close teams do. All right, so don't be afraid of that. Young guys, returners, doesn't matter. Like, we need to play physical with each other. Don't be afraid of that. You know, rookies don't shy away from that. That's the expectation here.
You know, I talked about this with him, like Marty gets called out. Sure, it happens, but he responded, didn't turtle. And I think when anyone does that, like whether it's a player, or coach, or whatever, like no one's doing it because they think you're a guy or anything. They're doing it because like everyone cares here, and we know what everyone has.
The effort and focus and intensity that we brought at the end of the season was not there at the beginning. Was not there. So like Fed said, the points at the beginning are just as important as the points at the end, and also set the tone. All our games are against division opponents this year. Every single one of them. So every game's a rivalry game. So you have to bring it every night. That's the expectation. And like Graham said in the first meeting, you know, if guys can't do it, they have to get into that role, or we have to find guys who can. Like, that's just the unfortunate reality of it.
Buck! Like a couple feet lower and a couple feet tighter. So
Tighter?
Yeah, instead of catching it here, like catch it like here, like right there, all right? I'll give you a little bit more space. Yeah. There we go. Good job with the sticks for the most part, right? Lefty, righty. Keep skating though. A couple times, Biz, I noticed you a couple times, you glide a little bit. All right, we have to close. That's why our forecheck was so feared last year, because we were finishing and we were skating. All right, you can't glide. It was like half of it was good, half of it was not so good.
Holding forecheck.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
No,
I'll send you the
hold-ups are huge. We talk about, like,
I was gonna say we gotta make sure we tell guys hold up.
I wanted to see who was doing it naturally, but I even think like even guys that were holding up, it was like a half hold up, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we really got to buy a second from the D.
Yeah.
It's very important. Like, Reggie does it really well. So,
Yeah.
all right, so these are habits and details we need to go over, we need to work on. They need to be executed perfectly every time, all right? All right, boys.
It has been a ton of fun. Every day goes by in the blink of an eye. We're on the ice, off the ice, back on the ice, off the ice, and it's not only been great skating, but it's been a blast being around all the guys, just making a lot of new friends, so it's been a great opportunity.
You know, it's been tough. I think this is one of the hardest training camps that we've had here, which is good because we'll be more prepared than we've ever been. I think that's just a testament to our strides over the last, I'd say, 4 years after Matt took over. I think we're just getting more prepared every day and every year. Last year, I was put in a lot of spots that I've never been put in before, leading people. Just the different situations on the ice, off the ice, you know, away from the rink. I think it takes a lot of humility and being humble and knowing that, you know, just to see everybody for who they are, not correcting all of their wrongs, even, you know, when I think they're wrong. So honestly, they have taught me more about myself than I've taught them probably, but I think it just takes a whole group right now to start the season, and then I'll be able to lead more towards the back end of it. But right now, it's about the guys.
Something I think about a lot wherever I go to play hockey is trying to leave wherever I go better than I found it. And I think of a program like Dubuque is a new one, so of course I wanted to conduct myself with as much professionalism and leadership as I could there, but that's no different than being here in an organization that's been around and established for a while. I think that just wherever you go, trying to lead, no matter how old you are, no matter how established you are, leading with character and trying to leave the locker room, the rink, your teammates, the staff better than the way you found it is a really important trait.
Yeah, it's been really competitive. You know, the biggest thing is we've done a lot of conditioning. This is probably one of the hardest training camps we've had. Yeah, it's good. It's good to, you know, see guys competing and battling with each other. You know, that's kind of been the theme and what we're trying to drive out of everyone out here. So it's been pretty good so far, and looking forward to getting started and getting into a routine next week. I mean, we've been going hard, you know, for a few days now, twice a day. You know, battling, competing, conditioning, doing a lot of stuff like that. So, you know, we talked as a staff and felt that time would be better spent you know, going over video, letting the guys recover a little bit, you know, rather than, you know, continuing to drive them into the ground. So yeah, we you know, made the decision to transition the skate to video, and you know, we'll try to get you know, more out of that and get a mental sweat in.
You have 25 seconds to get from this line down to the goal line, and then you have the rest of the minute to get back to the original start line. After 10 rounds, it starts getting faster. 11th round, you have 24 seconds to get down, 36 to get back. 12th round, 23 down, 37 back, and so on. And we're going all the way down to 15 seconds. The ways you don't make it or don't pass, you quit, for one, stop running. You don't touch a line in time. So the way Will's gonna do it is 24, 25, 26. When he says 26, whoever's not done is gonna mark it off. Now it's very important that the expectation is you do not quit, right? So if you don't pass one round, that doesn't mean you can't pass the next round. Catch up, all right? So this works on obviously the conditioning, and obviously works on like mental focus, because your mind's gonna play tricks with you as it starts to get quicker. And also you can crush the test, but if you lose focus, you might miss a line or might not time it correctly. So focus. And then obviously it's all about team. So we have 11 guys going and 11 guys getting rowdy for it. All right, the goal is for everyone to pass. So it's very important to think more than just about yourself. When you're not going, you're getting the boys going, helping them pass.
Let's go, come on.
There we go, boys! There we go!
There we go, boys. Danbury isn't doing this. Thanks for the push, fellas.
Everything's about bringing us together as a group, right? And that teaches you to take the focus off yourself, put it on your teammates, because we're only as strong as each other, right? It's a great job, Fetz. Bring us down here.
Yeah. Let's go, boys. All right, 11.
Hey, that's the first week. Now the real work starts, hey? Danbury in less than a week. Plant the flag back in there. Yeah. It's on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Nice, boys.
Hey, real quick.
Thanks. We're filming it? I hope I win big.
If you do win the jackpot, though, the rule is that you have to pay for my wedding.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Definitely.
You should have put an ice.
Come here.
Come on. He said yes.
Got that.
You know, one thing I've learned just being in this coaching role the last couple of years, when the game's on the line and there's a lot of pressure and it's tight, you tend to put the guys on the ice who you trust the most. Not necessarily the most skilled or the best. The guys that are the most predictable, the guys that you know are confident that they can execute, that they're not going to go rogue, they're not going to fuck around. Like those guys go play those extra minutes. So it's very important, especially for the new guys coming in here, that we understand the systems and structure that we're going to implement. We've already started to next week, so that you can, you know, be in those situations that are high leverage, right? That you can be trusted by Johnny, by Graham, by myself in those positions, right? And you have to work for it. So
I think coming together and like the end of the week, I think we're now a team. Like at first, you know, right? Everyone's kind of individual, but everyone's bought in so far. Really learning the system. Kind of stuck together through skating. Really showed in the run today, like that second group. You guys, first group helped us out. I think that was massive. Just shows the selflessness in the room. I think that's a big part.
I've been really impressed by just the togetherness feel in this room. I think the more we can build on that, the closer we can get. Like that's going to lead to a championship. The closest team in the league is going to win the championship. And if you're doing whatever you're willing to do, if you're willing to die for your brother next to you, you know, that's going to lead to really big things from this room. And I've just really felt a really good feeling in this locker room.
You know, this camp we've been bagged together at points, and like there's gonna be points in the year where you know we're gonna have trials, but like Reader said, when there's a sense of togetherness and you know that you know the guy to your left and to the right is fucking dialed in on his process, then there's gonna be a lot of good fruits that come from that.
there is nobody in the league that had this type of training camp. This is atypical for minor pro hockey at this level. Okay, but that's how we, as we said, that's how we build confidence by, you know, Reader talked about it being together. When you struggle together, there's a bond that can be formed that's very hard to break. And you guys did that, right? And I think the values that you guys live by and like supporting each other, even in that run test, it wasn't, you took the onus out of, like, off of yourself and put it onto the team. How do we get these guys across the finish line? We had guys that failed the fucking set and then dug down deep and passed the next one. That's fucking gutty. But that's how you do it, because it's not about me passing or you passing, it's about us collectively working together to get everyone across the fucking line, right? And I think you guys live by that. I was very fucking impressed.
It is going to be a war, right? We battled and competed with each other all week, but that's nothing compared to what's going to happen next weekend, okay? I'm trying to scare anyone, but like it's going to be a fucking war out there, okay?
I don't know if you guys have seen this, but last year they got pretty offended and we stole their series and ended their season, planted the fucking flag and their centerized logo. Like, they're ready for us. They're gonna want to take heads off. Like, you got to get ready for that. Like, this is old school. So if you're not ready for it, you better get ready.
I think this is a good start and a lot of mo to build on. We should have a lot of fucking fun tonight too. All right? Yeah.
Correct.
Widely anticipated game between the Hat Tricks and the Prowlers ever since that playoff series ended last season, with the Prowlers taking down the Danbury Hat Tricks 2-1, and then of course everything that happened afterwards with Ben Brockway planting the flag.
So we gotta get back to playoff intensity, run these motherfuckers out of their own building again, and go home with 6 points. And we start going. We don't look back. Sure. Hey, playoff intensity from day one until we win the cup. Okay.
Already unbuckling the buckets. Here we go. Here we go. It is about to go down. Swanson and Schlepp, the two biggest guys in the building, right at the scene of the crime, center ice at Danbury Ice Arena. Here we go. Schlepp trying to come over the top. Now Schlepp knocks Swanson's bucket off. They trade a couple rights, and Schlepp on a couple more on Swanson. Swanson comes back with a right, and those two are done. And now we'll see if Ben Brockway's turn is next.
We need to dictate how this game is played, all right? We do that by getting to the net. We gotta get to the crease. We gotta finish every hit. When F1's crashing, it's a nightmare to play against, all right? Hey, hockey's the most personal thing in the world. This is personal. They made it personal all summer. Let's go here, man.
Swanson jumps Brockway off the draw. Brockway wanted no part of it, and he'll just go down. Couple players battle for it. Johnson lets it go. He scores! Lavelle Watson, one-timer, he scores! It up, sent it on. Save, they score! Turner shoots, he scores!
That meeting we had at the hotel, we fucking stuck to everything we said, eh? The odds fucking were stacked against us in that second half of the game. Fucking penalties, bunch of bullshit. We stuck together. We fucking defended ourselves. That's what it takes. And Schlepper got us going.
Prowlers 1-0 this season, hat-tricks 0-1. This is the rematch. Prowlers owner Ken Andrews is in the building here in Danbury to watch his team on the ice live for the first time as the owner.
No one's getting frustrated with each other, themselves on the bench. We don't have time for that, all right? Everyone put one shit together at a time. Be fucking rowdy on the bench. And we can't go to fucking pound these motherfuckers into their own ice. Let's go 20 minutes.
Fans making noise, and we're underway in the first Saturday night game of the year. Here's Lockhart, a shot, he scores! Brent Lockhart with the folks in the building makes it 1-0 Prowlers.
We got way more. Hey, yesterday we had playoff and energy and intensity. We play like what Fed said, it's like overtime mentality. Not that period. We're not moving our feet. We're our pants with the puck. Have to, in the middle of the ice, you have to put lateral pressure. They have way too much fucking room through the middle of the ice. We're getting way too much respect. I don't know what happened. All right, keep the shift short too. Guys are getting stuck out there. Guys are taking marathon shifts. That is not how we play. All right, that is not how we play. We got way fucking more. The good news is we got a 1-goal lead. Let's go, White. Let's.
Let's go! Right away.
Millette gets in, his shot, he scores! Reggie Millette makes it 2-0 Port Huron. One-timer score! Artur Heikkila with his first in the Fed, and the Prowlers make it 3-0. Favaro, one-timer, he scores! First as a Prowler for Nick Favaro, and the power play goal makes it 4. And the first shutout of the 2025-26 FPHL season belongs to Reed Cooper. Your final tonight, Prowlers 4 and hat-tricks
I mean, we were the more prepared team. That's what it comes down to. We out-battled them, we out-competed, and just in every aspect of the game, and it showed out there with the score. So the penalty killers did an unreal job, kept them to the outside for the most part, and it was great. It was great.
I think we made a couple adjustments that helped for sure. We had guys that were sprinting to pucks. They were good sticks in lanes, and then obviously goaltending fixes a lot of sins for sure. So still a lot to clean up. These are all divisional opponents. Those are 2 good games. We get some rest, we enjoy it. We're really excited for the home opener. We got another divisional opponent that we don't like coming into our rink.